Welcome to Updated Autopsy Report, a podcast from Yotsuben and Friends where we replay the entire Ace Attorney series with longtime fans and newcomers. I'm your host, Ben, and with me today is Dessy.
Hello.
And two good wax statues, Tiago.
Yo, button whack.
And Rose.
I'm not sure if I should say something or if that would ruin the bit.
Wax statues can't
Tiago
talk, right?
said yo in
You're
wax.
right. Okay. Hold on, let me mute my mic.
Dessy and I are the longtime fans, and Rose and Tiago are the newcomers. We hope that through both of our perspectives as we play through the series, it'll reveal new details and provide interesting commentary for a series near and dear to us. Today, we've all played the first half of the third case of Great Ace Attorney 2 Resolve, The Return of the Great Departed Soul. Well, let me warm you up a little bit here. I don't want to melt my wax statues or anything, but how's everybody feeling about this case here so far?
Spoiler, we got our Jack the Ripper reference.
Yeah.
It finally happened.
The jig is fucking up, gang. And did they deliver? I don't know.
I'm like a little disappointed, but oh well.
I mean,
you
there's
have
like
only yourselves to blame.
It's true. It was our fault for hyping it to a preposterous degree.
I just can't believe that they like threw away such gold that they had, you know what I mean? Like they had a really good option.
Mm-hmm.
And they threw that shit into the dumpster.
I mean, it's
Well,
fine.
you have a couple things going on here,
Wax
right?
sculptures are scary.
So you have, what was it, Jenny the Ripper? Was that what they called
It
her?
was Jane the Ripper.
Which
Jane
I
the
think we
Ripper.
also did, like, do a bit about.
I literally
Yeah.
said they either are going to do Jill or Jane the Ripper. Like,
Yeah.
And so then we also, we do have the professor introduced here as well, who is also a serial killer.
Professor Moriarty.
Wait, real? Oh!
Ah.
Oh! I get
That's the
it.
question. Is that
The
where we're
realization.
going with this?
I mean, I now think that they're absolutely going that way. In my heart.
In your heart.
In my heart, I know a lot of things. I know Rose hates Moriarty, and I know that everyone who loves Sherlock Holmes,
Fine.
everyone who's like has the basic understanding of Sherlock Holmes thinks that Moriarty's the coolest, epicest guy that has tons of chalky milk. So he's definitely gonna get referenced here.
Mm-hmm.
Listen,
7
it's
chalky milk.
fine. It's just it's really hard to get him right after I don't know the last like however many hundreds of years of culture.
The only thing that I think got Moriarty right was Star Trek The Next Generation, where they had a hologram Moriarty that gained sentience, and he simply went, Picard, it's now your duty to make sure that I live a comfortable life, because I'm an organism, and you cannot fucking let me die here now that I have achieved a life form status. And Picard goes, damn, you're right. Shit. Nice job using the fucking... that weird arbitrary rule that we use, that Star Trek uses to determine all its fucking morality or whatever. This case ain't even
I
about
did,
Moriarty.
Like, in the show Elementary, which I did actually enjoy. Didn't like Natalie Dormer play Moriarty? That was more fun. That was more fun for me.
That's pretty cool and epic.
Yeah, I wonder why that was. I don't know.
Yeah,
serious,
why
we'll
did
never
that? Why did that click for you?
I'm not sure. I can't figure it out.
It's impossible to figure that one out.
But this case
Yeah,
ain't about Moriarty.
Yeah.
Yet.
We've got a lot of moving parts here, and so far, I mean, who knows? This wax, museum thing that it seems entirely unrelated to the case, right?
I think it's
We're
gonna
just
go nowhere.
Hurley told us that it was related.
He did tell us that. It's true.
Yeah, fuck him.
He's
Well,
up to something.
Yeah, he is. He's been busy. So, should I get us in with the summary here then?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the summary.
All right. Well, nearly 6 months after Ryunosuke has been banned from the courtroom due to the revelations in the final case of Game 1, he wonders if it's possible to ask Strongheart to reinstate him. Additionally, The Great Exhibition is going on, and everyone is buzzing about it. And Ryunosuke sees in the paper that Van Zieks and his new mysterious assistant were literally attacked in the street by organized gangs. Sholmes excuses himself and says he has prior obligations, so Iris and Ryunosuke head to the Chief Lord Justice's office to check in with him about several of these matters. Their strong heart reveals that Van Zieks is totally fine, and as for the good news, he is happy to give Ryunosuke his badge and gun back. He can practice law. And, here's a scientist who needs defending because his experiment blew up and killed someone at the Great Exhibition, so go get him, champ.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly a murder.
Iris and Ryunosuke quick pop over to visit Van Zieks and see him outside of the court for the first time. Front-facing Van Zieks says once again that he's not the Reaper, and he gets attacked on the street by criminals all the time just because they think he is. They also learn that Van Zieks knows the scientist client, Albert Hairbrain, as they went to the same school together. Maybe even roommates? Anyway, they also meet his mysterious new masked assistant who is perfectly silent and takes notes in the corner. Upon speaking to his client, Ryunosuke learns that Albert is supposedly made a teleportation device, but it blew up and killed known crime guy Odious Assman. However, Albert is happy to throw himself... Assman. Yeah, are you more of an ass man or a breast man?
This guy's ass man.
Yeah, this guy's ass man. Albert is happy to throw himself under the manslaughter bus as long as it means that his notes and diagrams of his experiment are kept from the public. Ryunosuke and Iris try to inspect the crime scene, but are told it's off limits due to the new law requiring scientific inventions, goodness gracious, to be only investigated by the special team. They do meet Gregson and his new assistant, who is none other than Gina Lestrade, now Inspector Lestrade to you. She's having the time of her life, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Lastly, the two head to Madame Tuspel's wax museum, where Sholmes has gotten a part-time job as a wax statue. We have our dance of deduction here, which honestly doesn't really help much, aside from revealing that Madame Tuspel's has had an important wax statue stolen and held at ransom. The serial killer, the Professor. It's revealed that he was active around the time that Iris was born and when Van Zieks graduated from university. The Professor killed many members of London high society, and his final victim was Van Zieks' older brother, Clint. Lastly, we also get a brief scene of Barack and Albert chatting in jail, musing that it's been 10 years since they last saw each other. And we can talk a little bit about this segment first before we go into the courtroom segment, because there's a lot going on here.
There's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So, how do we feel about our client and his whole deal with Albert? Because we get our little, like, how should I describe him? He's like, he's willing to throw himself under the bus because he just really believes that he actually teleported somebody. And because of this new law, he can ensure that not only that he gets grant money to continue his experiments, but also that his discoveries will be kept private and like his, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
Original
why he's willing
idea,
to say, like,
do not steal.
Yeah, he's willing to just say that it's an accident. And he did kill him.
Can I share the thing that I think about him the most?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It makes me want to push my glasses up a lot. Because he has an animation that's quite charming where he pushes up his glasses. And every time he did it, I was like, oh,
my glasses are falling down.
My glass, yeah, exactly. Oh, my glasses are falling down. Hold on.
I like.
Because we're all glasses wearers, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Relatable.
Yeah.
Boom. Done.
I have a lot of feelings about the beginning of this case. It was weird that the solution... I mean, it turns out that this entire time, in the 6 months, Ryunosuke has been studying British law. Like, they said, we're taking away your license, but you must study if you want it back. And he goes, okay, bet. And studies for 6 months.
Right.
In this time, Sherlock may have been investigating cases. I'm not quite sure what the fuck those two have been up to in the last 6 months.
They've been doing their own thing, yeah. There's a case here and there.
So, then he just walked back, and Strongheart was like, all right, yeah, I can see that you turned in all your homework, so here's your badge back. Also, here's a case if you want it. No big deal. I kind of hope you do take it, though. And Ryunosuke's like, oh boy, how would I? Our client is kind of a goober. He's very goober-coded.
As someone who's goober-coded, I can relate.
He's got big, puffy blonde hair and blue eyes. How the fuck was this guy friends with Von Zieks in college?
I guess I'd like to know.
That's what everybody else says too. They're like, how are these two guys friends or acquaintances or anything? You know?
And he's all like, oh, well, he was different. He was so nice.
It's very like...
That's true, yes.
He was like nice and shy. And I'm like, what?
Hardened by the horrors.
We'll see. We'll see. Okay, your brother got murdered by a serial killer. We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, and we do
not
get
enough
to
information.
Yeah, we do get to meet Van Zieks and talk to him and get his side of things as well. And he's not quite as like, he's like, well, yeah, I knew Albert. We went to school together. That's kind of it. Right?
Yeah,
he doesn't.
We were in different
give him
departments.
nearly as much. He's like, he was smart,
but like it's very Miles Edgeworth, Larry Butts coded to me.
Oh, okay, sure.
Is this guy the Larry?
Is this
our
I guess
Larry
I can see where you're
analog?
coming at it. Yeah.
We finally achieved the Larry.
I mean, it's not that necessarily this guy is supposed to be the Larry, but like it's a very common theme for prosecutors to just have a strange, goofy friend that they do like sort of care about. Miles Edgeworth
That's
cares
true.
about Larry Butts. Blackwell cared about the fucking udon guy or the soba
Well, I was
guy.
gonna say Gumshoe, but
Oh yeah, no Blackwell.
I don't know
likes...
if Miles actually cares about Larry. If I'm honest.
Okay,
Miles
that's fair.
sucks.
But like, it's very much like I'm just thinking of, like Blackwell has his soba friend, and he's like, yeah, even though I went to the Clank, you know, this guy's my homeboy. It's
My noodle guy.
It is just adding like a straight man to the not a straight man, but like adding a funny man to the straight man's bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
get-
When you go to Van Ziek's office, oh my gosh, there's a horrible noise outside. I'm so sorry.
It's
I don't know
okay.
what's happening outside my window. When you go to Van Ziek's office, if you look at the wine bottles, he's
Yeah.
like, it's your fault because you're making me break the wine bottles, and that made me more mad than anything.
He's got so much wine in there.
I'm literally gonna have a glass of wine after this. I was so mad.
And you got a giant painting of somebody on the wall, and if you
your
tap
dead
it,
brother, whatever.
yeah, you investigate it, and
Damn.
you're like, is that Van Zieks? And he's like, obviously it's not me. Doesn't look anything like me. What are you talking about?
Yeah, dead
It's
ass.
like,
I thought it looked like him.
Like,
It
well, I guess
does-
it's your
it's
brother
supposed-
then.
Well,
because
because Iris is your little buddy through this. I like Iris.
Iris is my friend.
she put on her investigation outfit.
She's so
Her
cute.
steampunk investigation outfit.
I don't care that she looks like an out of place League of Legends character. I love her.
You got over it
She
now.
can be my friend.
She's very funny.
Yeah, and like she's like the painting's more handsome than him.
That's
Yeah.
I forgot what it was, but we were investigating, and she like at one point goes, "How am I supposed to know? I'm a child." And Drinesuke's like, "Bruh, bruh, you're fucking intelligent as shit."
Oh shit! I
Miss,
forgot
you
you're
are
10.
absolutely
absolutely a genius, but okay.
Can we
You also can get attacked by bats in his office, which is funny.
talk
Yes.
about the elephant in the room?
Yeah.
So the assistant, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Rose, who do you think it is?
I
I think I know who it is, but I don't like my answer.
don't know. Cause I'm gonna. Are we letting the elephant out? Hey,
Yeah.
elephant, get in here. I think they're trying to make us think that it's our dead friend,
Here's the thing.
but that's not right,
There's
and they shouldn't do it.
there's two possibilities. So they think it's Cosmo. We all let's put our cards on the table. There's two possibilities. It's either Cosmo and he faked his death on the ship months ago. And if he did that, then
His body was laying around for a while.
No, that's crazy if he was doing that. Or, alternative solution, he has a twin brother that we never knew about, but that's crazy. But, like...
Third solution, someone spirit channeling him. It's spirit channeling time.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. I actually didn't consider that. That would be kind of crazy.
That would be out of control.
I think...
Well,
no,
funny.
No, I think that actually has, like, a lot of... I think it has a lot of leg to stand on, because we haven't used spirit channeling at all yet. Like...
Yeah.
And everyone knows in Ace Attorney, two things are real. Evidence and everything, and spirits are real.
Yeah.
Wow, it could be a spirit channeler. That's
Because ghosts
strange.
and magic are real.
Yeah, magic is real, and evidence is everything. Those are the two things I know about this game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm willing to believe that it's a spirit channeler. That makes more sense to me, honestly. Because if he really did fake his death on that ship, like, fucking months ago...
I just don't think that's feasible. I don't...
Should I say anything here, or should I keep my mouth
you
shut?
can't say a goddamn thing, Ben.
Okay.
No, this is Rose and Tiago wacky hour.
Yeah, no, I understand. I don't want to put my finger on the scale at all.
Oh, wait, Dessy, you know?
The visitors. I can't.
She
No,
knows,
listeners,
yeah.
Oh,
I'm
I know.
so sorry.
She knows.
You're not the visitors. You guys will love it. It's fine.
I'm back to longtime fan. I know what happens.
Oh, shit, on God, for real?
For real.
Yeah, she knows
Alright.
everything that happens in these games.
Alright, sweet. You can't say shit either, then.
All right,
Yeah.
we just have to go over in the
Alright.
corner.
I just think that it's crazy that he has to have, if he faked his death, he has to have the most, like, insane reason I've ever seen. Because,
And
bro...
also, he has to have. No, okay, stupid idea time. Here we go.
Okay.
I'm cooking.
Okay.
And I'm not liking what's coming out of the oven, but here we all are.
Okay.
The wax lady
Okay.
made a wax copy of Cosma. It was smuggled onto the boat
Huh?
so that they could find a way to kill him by accident. And then it would look like he was a dead body, because she makes super realistic ones. And then the real Cosma hid on the boat the entire time and let us think he was dead. No, this isn't it.
I mean...
I can't. This is stupid.
It's so stupid, but it's, like, kind of plausible. So, like, wax body double. We got spirit channeling. We got...
I'm gonna fucking Sasato take down him if I see him.
Whatever his secret mission is to change the law of Japan, I swear to God, dude, I'm gonna fucking break your legs if this turns out to be a really stupid reason. I studied law for this. Like, I became a lawyer. I
We
have your
been
sword.
studying English law, and later in court we seem a little more competent, which I like.
Yeah, we do get a lot more competency.
Not a lot, but like a little bit more.
I think that there's a solid chance whoever that individual is, he will be the final prosecutor that we fight against. Because
we're gonna have to fucking save Van Zeeks.
we're gonna have to save. Well, I don't think we're gonna have to save. Oh, we might have to save Van Zeeks.
No, he's gonna get convicted for murder.
God damn
He's
it!
gonna get arrested.
What about Sherlock? What if Sherlock got arrested
Your
for murder?
360 takes sometimes, Tiago, really get me.
What do you mean?
You're like, there's no... You're right. No, there's no... You're right.
I mean, like, think about it. Like, it's the Ace Attorney pattern. We have a prosecutor. He either for sure did it, or is going to get accused of doing it, and we have to defend them. Miles Edgeworth got accused. He didn't do it. Von Karma was a prosecutor.
or-
We absolutely accused him. Godot did it.
Francisca von Karma style, just get shot.
Oh, yeah, true. She simply just got shot.
I wish she
Yeah.
got shot. I wish she was injured.
What?
She got shot in the shoulder, yeah.
Yeah, I want Van Zeeks to get shot in the shoulder. I want him, those guys attacked him with guns. Oh, he fought him off with a sword? No, they shot him with a gun.
You see, like, and then there's the whole, like, oh, my apprentice is really good in combat. I was like, I know a bitch is good in combat. I know a fucking moron is good in combat. Aren't you? Isn't my really good friend Cosmo good at combat?
I actually don't know if he is.
He had a sword.
Well, yeah, but that's just a
He
thing that
looked like a Street
Japanese
Fighter.
gentleman would carry.
He looked like a Street Fighter character, bro. There's no way that motherfucker was. He had hair flowing in the wind.
He did. He did have the hair flowing in the wind like a Street Fighter character. That makes you better at fighting.
That makes you better at fighting. So yeah, I think he's gonna be a final prosecutor, whether or not he's either like a twin brother, a spirit channel, actually him and a wax devil was smuggled onto the boat, or like the most insane solution, I think, is that like, what if he just didn't die on the ship when he fell, and like we were all just really bad at checking his pulse?
That's a long time.
I think about it. Think about the detective walking up to Cosmo's ear and being like, "All right, stay still for a little bit. I got a really crazy plan here."
No, they were on that boat for months. It was maybe not months, but weeks.
Yeah.
They threw that body over the side of the boat. He is in the ocean.
No, they didn't. I mean, how do you know they disposed the body?
That's kind of what they do with dead bodies on ships.
Yeah, but this is Ace Attorney where, like, fucking ghosts are real. I don't think the fucking Russian seaman named, I don't remember his name, Stroganoff, is gonna fucking...
Sailors are extremely superstitious. They would, of course, observe the regular burial at sea rituals.
He had a snake.
Okay, you know what? I'm sorry. I didn't consider he had a snake. There's no way of knowing what happened.
I genuinely think he faked his death on that boat, and we just aren't prepared enough to check his pulse. It's really wavy on the ocean.
No.
No?
I know it's my stupid idea, but it's my fault.
I just think there's a solid chance that motherfucker didn't die on the boat, and we're just really bad at this.
Mr. Policeman, I gave you all the clues.
Yeah.
The evidence is all there. You can figure it out.
Yeah, I honestly, like, the wax thing is probably the most convoluted thing, but it actually does make a lot of sense. I also am totally...
Well, don't say that.
Why?
I don't think it makes a lot of sense at all.
I like the wax thing. There's also God, what if the professor looks exactly like Kazuma? I don't know. I'm just saying random bull. He was betrayed by a Japanese man, Van Zeeks. So, like, professor, maybe the professor was Japanese. Maybe Moriarty's Japanese. Because Moriarty killed Van Zeek's brother. Van Zeek's brother's not Japanese. We know that for sure.
Yeah, he's like German or whatever.
Probably right.
We know he has an irrational hatred for Japanese people, and we know someone killed his brother. Now, taking into consideration his extreme racism and the fact
a Japanese person killed his brother.
A Japanese person killed his brother.
I feel like there should be more to it than that for this level of racism. But I will concede that racism is inherently illogical, and therefore, who knows?
I just think that Van Zeeks would take it really personally if someone killed his brother.
It seems like he's taking it very personally.
Exactly. And what do we know that he hates? Japanese people. Boom.
So far... Yeah, that and apparently having more than one glass of wine at a time.
Yeah.
I am gonna drink wine after this.
Dude, I wish I had some fucking...
up.
I kind of wish I had some fucking wine right now.
Okay, come over, haha.
They said
actually, no, seriously, I have way too much wine right now. I do need help.
So, like, the only professor that I know...
Ben and Dessy, you can come over too.
Okay.
In this fucking game is Professor Mikotoba. Wouldn't it be crazy if Professor Mikotoba killed Van Zeek's brother? He knows something for sure.
I don't... That would be fucked up if it was him.
Yeah, I agree.
Because I like him. I think he's... I think he's fun. He's got DILF energy.
Yeah, for sure, 100%. Was
in your hand.
Was John H. Watson a professor, or was he a doctor?
Doctor.
Got it. We know the Baskervilles is probably involved in this whole fucking thing somehow.
Yeah.
This is me going, I'm connecting it, and everyone else going, you're not connecting shit, and I actually agree, I'm not connecting shit right now.
Baskervilles is about like how did the Baskervilles is about like property rights?
I thought it was about a dog.
There is a dog involved, yes.
Sick.
But you know.
No, I don't. I didn't read it.
It's not.
Like
it's
I
not
said.
about the dog. It's about there's this ghost dog that's hunting
Is it
this
about
family.
the dog?
Is it about
No, it's not about the
the
dog.
dog?
There is a dog.
Is it about the dog?
God damn it, Ben.
God, activated by a Twin Peaks reference.
And,
So like,
So yeah, so we this is why I said last time that we needed a way to have our Van Zeeks conversation, right? Because all of a sudden you've got like 50 new things being dumped upon you,
and I still am
have added
feeling
to the
like
theories.
I don't have enough things.
I still think he's an
We've been
irritated.
to his office. I need to go to his house.
Wow.
Let me in.
I think no, he
let us
has
in.
to be invited into your home. You could just walk right in.
You know what? You're so right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
Um,
Oh man.
Nosferatu coming out Christmas Day.
Sick.
Yeah.
So like, we have to investigate. The actual crime that occurred is that this like a scientist came up with a teleportation device, but they're calling it instantaneous kinesis. I really wish they were calling it teleportation.
I didn't invent that word yet, so
Really?
I'm making that up. I don't
Okay, got
actually
it.
know when
It
the
definitely
word
doesn't
teleportation
work,
was
too.
invented.
Leading me around by the
Like
fucking
you're watching
nose.
it and you're like, this is not gonna work.
Yeah,
we see it from the start and we're like, this doesn't seem plausible. And the idea is like it teleports this wooden cage from one side of the exhibition to the other up onto the glass tower, which is a fictitious building that they've invented for this, but kind of inspired by real stuff from the actual Great Exhibition.
Yeah.
I've never been.
And
alas, none of us will have ever been.
I was gonna say, I guess none of us have ever been.
I would love take me back.
So
I want to fall out of a balloon and die at the Great Exhibition.
Oh, spoilers! Oh, talk about that later.
Yeah. So he teleports supposedly to the other side, but you don't even get to investigate any of it, right? Because it's all been locked down. They're like the special.
You're barely able to
science
even look at the place you're
investigation
at.
crew. They're the only ones who can look at it, right? Not even the regular cops can look at it. So
Strongheart
Gregson's upset about this.
Strongheart mentions that he thinks that the future of law is forensic science, and he's right. But it does also mean that he super highly values all science to the point of where like laws have been put in place so that we can't investigate machines until we can confirm their relevancy to a case. Now,
This guy's gonna love forensic files.
This guy's gonna love forensic files.
Until I find
We
out
can
how
only
much stuff they
investigate
make up.
the stairs outside the machine and then near the machine area, the stage area itself.
Yeah.
Gina is there, and she talks to you, and she's like, "I'm an inspector. I smile now." Front-facing Gina smiling at me like a little plucky kid. I'm like, "Oh, good for you, sport!" And I like give her a little
She's
nugget.
got like her new jacket all fresh up, you know. She's got new duds.
And when you go to the exhibition too, like obviously you don't like ambulate in this game. This is investigations, but like they make a point to be like, "Oh, it's so crowded," and you're like, "Oh, Iris, like hold my hand. Don't like you're literally holding her hand while you're going through the crowd."
Right.
And you're like, he's so worried that he's gonna lose her. I like Iris.
I'm really afraid that if we lost track of Iris, she would shoot somebody.
Yeah, that too.
She'd fire off
She's
some
out there
guns into
brandishing
the
a
air.
gun at everybody.
Yeah, she has like her stealth outfit, which gives her like 2 little hair buns, and I'm like, "Oh, little cute kid."
It's
Here's
cute.
a lollipop.
I don't think it looks good, but
Oh,
I
okay.
love her so she can do whatever she wants.
Yeah. She was also doing some wacky gags while Strongheart listed 237 reasons why forensic science is the future, and she straight up like stopped paying attention and started reading a book.
It's so funny.
Meanwhile,
it's a really good bit.
That bit was insane, actually. I thought that Strongheart was going to be super evil, and after that bit,
He's just really boring.
I know. Here's the thing. It's kind of incredible how boring he is to the point of comedy, But, like, after Bobby Fulbright, I still don't know if he's not going to be evil. Because Bobby Fulbright fooled me.
Oh, Bobby, though.
Yeah, so, like...
I mean, Strongheart has, like, a sinister vibe. Like, if he is evil, I'm not surprised at all.
Yeah, he seems like a zoner in a fighting game.
But, like, Bobby was our friend. We were waving out the window to each other.
We said injustice we
Remember?
trust.
Strongheart would never. Strongheart would never wave out the window to you.
Dude,
No!
I honestly...
He would never give us evidence by accident.
Still a strong contender for a new Discord icon is just Bobby Fulbright waving out the window.
That'd be good. I would associate that with you.
Injustice we trust.
Injustice we trust. We try to investigate the main stage, but the detective goes, if you investigate, I'll kill you. And we go, what if we look? And he goes, all right, Iris is with you, and therefore you can do whatever you want. I'm not going to stop you. And we're like, oh, okay, cool.
You can look. Use your, you can let your peepers touch everything that you want, but not your fingers.
It's that scene from SpongeBob where SpongeBob's and Patrick's eyes just, like, go onto the piece of paper and go all over it.
Yeah.
The map.
The map.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
Yes.
This is just our game.
How does
Taped to a
everyone
piece of paper.
feel about Gina being Gregson's protege now?
I think it's bullshit.
He was gonna
Because
send
Gina
her.
doesn't seem
He's
to
gonna
see anything
send
wrong
her
with it.
to fucking heaven, and she is like, this is great.
I mean, honestly, that's actually really funny to think. I actually totally forgot that he was willing to completely sacrifice her life.
Yeah. And now she seems to have no clue. Or if she did, she totally forgot about it. And now she's just living it up because she's like, well, now I'm a cop. I can do whatever the fuck I want. I can just tell people, like, let me go on the hot air balloon and they'll let me go. It's crazy.
She is
This is realistic for a child.
She is
Yeah.
She is,
using
like, what,
her
like
power.
16?
Yeah.
I think we checked, actually. I think she's 18 now. So, but yes, she's still a child, basically, you know?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Somebody given all that power at the age 18 and they're, like, demanding to go on hot air balloons, like, yeah.
I have to think that she's playing the longest con and she just wants to infiltrate the police system to break it down from the inside. At that point, I'm like, fuck yeah, man, break it all down.
I like
mean-
that. I don't think she has a plan. I think she's a teenage girl.
No, I agree. Why isn't she a private detective? She could just be a private detective. She should...
Maybe that's her journey.
Oh. Okay,
It's
yeah,
a little
that's fair.
bit of our... this crops up in Ace Attorney from time to time. It's a little bit of that...
Propaganda.
You just need the right person on the inside to reform the organization from the inside. And if you just have good people in there, then it'll make the organization good, right? Kind of thing, which was very much what Edgeworth's story was, right? Going from, like, I can just be a good prosecutor and reform the entire organization from the inside out. I'm chief prosecutor now, so that
I
entire
can
organization is good
definitely do
now. Right. Or at the very least, you know, anything that happens that's bad in the prosecution's office now is happening under Edgeworth's nose, right? And as soon as he finds out about it, he's ready to snuff it out. And I'm maybe overreading things into a bit here, but sometimes it feels like that is kind of what's going on here. Like, well, yeah, Gregson's not that great of a guy, and
I don't care for him.
And is he trying to be nice to her after he did shitty stuff to her by giving her a position? Maybe, right? She's at least getting some benefit out of it, getting position, you know, new position in the world, that kind of thing. But yeah, it's like, obviously she's going to be, we as the player character are like, oh yeah, obviously Gina is going to be a better inspector than Gregson ever would be because she's Gina.
She's not willing to let a child hang.
Nah, or she do it herself. I think
That's yeah, no. That's still bad.
I mean, it's still bad, but I think she's yeah, you're right. She wouldn't kill somebody because we had a whole court case about that.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking that if it was kid-on-kid violence, she'd fucking swing.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, if it was just a boxing match, she would punch anybody.
Dude, imagine if she discombobulated.
Holy shit, no way!
Are we saying that Gina would love, like, cop violence?
Somebody, okay,
I
I'm
think so. She would be in
picturing
an
the
underground boxing
entire
ring.
underground fight scene from that movie.
Yeah, but with Gina,
And she's in Robert Downey Jr.'s position.
Yeah, that'd be sick. That's
That's a pretty good movie.
It'd be really strange to imagine her
That movie had
doing it.
a good-ass soundtrack.
Hurley. I think I could break his ankles.
I think he would accidentally break them.
Yeah, he would do it for me. I wouldn't have to do anything.
We investigate and we find a ton of evidence on the ground, like the fact that there's scorch marks, burnt rubber, a crossbow. And I'm like, Gina, holy shit, did you not see this shit? And she goes, I don't like picking up trash. And I'm like, huh? What?
Yeah, we find so much stuff that we just put in our pockets and walk away. This entire crossbow that we stick in our back pocket are just like whistling away. Oh,
We
anyway,
walk-
I'm good.
We walk into the fucking abbey strapped with a crossbow. I mean, I guess we have the sword. Yeah, good point.
Yeah, we already have a sword. Honestly, it's the evidence wagon effect. Like,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
in there
true.
and no one can take it out unless you tase me, I guess.
Dude,
Right.
we're walking into court dressed like a bloodborne hunter. Like, with fucking-
Fuck yeah, dude.
It looks
Yeah.
like the Slinger from Monster Hunter.
Oh, true.
The next Ace Attorney game should have Resident Evil 4 backpack style inventory where you have to fit like the evidence together.
Oh my God.
You saying that as a joke, I would go nuts for that.
I really wish. All right, hear me out for like a
Better
game.
not leave the wrong evidence behind.
Hear me out for like a game pitch idea. Is that like you're responsible for maintaining the inventory of like several different survival horror protagonists? This I actually Ben bleeped this entire thing out because I want to write that down.
TM.
TM, yeah.
Yeah, replace
So we
that
can
with
take
the almond break. The entire thing.
Okay.
I mean, we can just have it protected under the Scientific Equipment Dispensation Act.
Yeah, I can have it
Exactly.
protected underneath the Scientific Almond Break Act.
It'll be fine.
Oh,
It'll be
jeez.
fine.
My computer monitor turned off for a second. It scared me.
All right, we should go into the court now.
Well,
Yeah.
we forgot about the wax museum yet.
Oh fuck!
Oh, I hate the wax museum. I hate wax museums. I'm with Ryunosuke on this one. Fuck this shit. I'm out.
Ryunosuke hates
The funny
horror.
thing is, we don't even see the whole wax museum. We just go into the spooky section of the wax museum. Here's the room of murderers.
yeah,
Where
you,
Iris
Hall
wanted
of
to
killers.
go.
It's exactly the same as the Hall of Presidents. And so you've got Jane.
God.
You've got
That's the
Jane
Hall of
the
War
Ripper
criminals,
here.
but I can understand why you got that mixed up.
Yeah, you're
I have
right,
a
you're right,
question for
Mhm.
for people who know about England.
you're right. Okay.
All right, I'm out.
What's
I
up
went
with,
there once.
what's up with them and wax? Like, is there a? Because here's the thing. There's a Columbo episode where Columbo goes to London, and like, part of the plot is that one of the victim is gonna have like a wax statue. I'm just saying that like this is the second London themed thing I've seen, and there's another wax figure. I just have some questions. You know,
Mhm.
are wax museums important in London? Does every town have one? What's up with that?
I'm actually not sure, because I hate them and avoid them like the plague.
We should go.
No.
Okay. All
All
right.
Me and Rose one time went to Salem, Massachusetts for like a trip. And
One time.
one time.
Oh, that's right. That was for your birthday.
That was for my birthday. I wanted to go to Salem, Massachusetts. And I remember we walked by like a bar, and like near the bar was the wax museum. And Rose was like, "If I look at the window, I will actually throw up." And I was like, "Okay, I'll look at the window."
Yep. Yeah, that sounds like something I would say.
And then I got incredibly drunk off of 2 Boston cream martinis.
Oh, those were vile.
I loved them.
Disgusting. It was your birthday. We couldn't stop you.
I know it was either this or the wax
This is
museum.
true.
So
Honestly,
also
though,
it was
if
a
you're in
pirate themed
Salem-
wax museum.
No, if you're in Salem, fuck the wax museum. Go to the pirate museum instead.
Well, no, the pirate museum
Noted.
had a wax figure in it. Oh, it wasn't a wax museum. It was the pirate museum that had a wax figure, and you didn't want to see the wax figure in the window.
Yeah, you gotta run by that guy, and then you get in, and there's like stupid dioramas.
Yeah, if you're doing your boss
you
run,
have to
you
run
have
by
to.
him so he doesn't see you.
No, because he has a boss. So that if you're trying to get to the boss door, you have to run past the wax figure, do a dodge roll past the counter, and enter the fog door.
Yeah,
Okay,
it works. Trust
it
me,
makes sense
I did all
now
the
to me.
time.
I understand.
Rose had to do this while she went to college.
Yeah,
That's fair.
Every day.
but it's just
Um,
like that's nice.
Yeah.
I'll get it out of the way. Madame
sh-
Tuspells is hot. And
I was about that.
She's alright.
Literally, we got like 2 comments from listeners who were like, "Can't wait to hear what Rose and Tiago have to say about Madame Tuspel."
no,
I like. Yeah, that's fair.
that's fair.
I
Tiago
think
voice
she's
woman
fine.
also.
I wish she was. She's French though, and that does help.
It does help. Yeah.
She doesn't get a lot of characterization, I'll say.
Yeah.
Can I
feel
say
like
something?
she needs a little more oomph. She definitely seems like an Ace Attorney side character who's like kind of fun,
I
but
thought
I'm not going feral.
I thought her name was Madame Two Spells because she always casts spells twice.
They call her
Uh-huh.
Madame Two Spells.
I thought it was 2 spells. I didn't know it was Tuspells. I think that's silly.
I mean, maybe it is 2 spells.
I'm saying
I
2
don't-
spells.
It's the USS makes it look like tussle to me, right? Tuspel.
Tussle.
That's why I was
Tuspel.
saying, but it two spell two
Two
spells. I mean, because it's obviously
French?
based,
How are you supposed to
based
pronounce
off
it?
of
It's French.
Madame Tussauds,
Madame
which does have more of the ooh sound to it.
Madame Tuspel. You're supposed to
So
spell
you might
Madame.
be right. Nobody ever says it aloud because this is a game with the written word as its primary means of conveyance, which is kind
Wow.
of crazy.
There,
I
no,
don't know if
really
you
knows guys
realize
talk
that yet.
sometimes.
Wait, are you saying this is a text-based game,
Yeah,
man?
it's a text-based game. Sorry to
Right.
reveal this to you
Me,
now.
the person who can't handle voice acting.
I like entering the museum because we get to see 3 exhibits. We see Jane the Ripper, we see one that's closed off, and we see a third one that has Herlock posing as a wax figure. I saw that and simply went, I'm gonna check out the other 2 first real quick, and then
Yeah.
looked away.
Make him stand longer. Yeah.
Yeah, I did the exact same thing. I was like, I'm pretend not to see it.
He
You gotta wait.
he tells us that the reason he's here is because he's trying to make cash. And he's like, do you know how hard it is to pay for rent in London and feed a growing 10-year-old? And then Iris says the funniest line, which is, Hurley, I'm so hungry. And I fucking busted a gut because I was like, Iris, you
She's
pay the
hungry.
bills.
That's true.
Do you know how hard it is to pay rent and feed Herlock Sholmes?
Yeah, honestly, yeah, that's what I'm
He's
saying.
eating all her food.
He's eating all the poison I have on the shelf. It's not easy to
He
replace
is.
that. He's like a
Oh,
dog. He
no,
gets into everything.
His reasoning falls apart. He's up to something.
No, I think
We just don't quite know what yet.
I think the wax figure is responsible for the Hound of the Baskervilles or some shit like that. I don't know. Like, Hurley obviously is a fool and is a goddamn moron, but very often has ulterior motives. And he's not hiding the fact that he has ulterior motives. He straight up is like, I'm gonna think about this and I will not tell you what I'm thinking about. And also, don't look into it any further. And we're like, oh. Okay.
Very well.
Yeah. Alright. Anything else, sir? And he goes, no, I'm gonna go get lost for a little bit. And he just leaves the room.
Yeah, I
I'm
do
gonna
kind
go
of
have
appreciate
ulterior
that because
motives.
that's like what I do.
Getting lost or having ulterior motives while telling it to your face?
I mean, mostly just be like, I'm done here. I'm gonna go get lost.
Yeah. Literally get lost.
Yeah.
So,
I get lost all the time.
so definitely...
Not all those who wander.
Oh my god. We definitely know for sure something else is happening at this wax museum, but I'm also just like, brother, I gotta defend a fucking blonde in like 30 minutes. Can you fucking get off my back?
Yeah,
you get-
Hurley tells us about Van Zeke's brother getting murdered. I'm like, that's sad, I guess. Wait, who's this guy who's murdering the aristocracy? Like,
Yeah.
it's one of those
Mm.
ones where you're
Professor.
just like, Okay, that's tragic, but inside your head, you're like, okay, based, whatever.
That's okay, based on whatever. Honestly, true
We'll
though.
have to see. We'll have to see.
Well, it depends on maybe there's good aristocracy. Who knows?
Yeah, good aristocrats.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
there's the good ones.
The good ones, huh?
We have to do a fucking dance of deduction. I was kind of over this one at this point because this section is 2 hours long, and I think that if you make me do anything for 2 hours, I kill you.
Looks at my employer.
Sounds fair.
True, honestly, yeah, no, I think that if you're an Ace Attorney, give me an hour and then a break. That should be how it's done. So I was kind of over this.
These games do a much better job than the old games did.
True. That bastardo in charge of investigations fucking killed me.
No self-control.
No self-control.
I will say that this dance of deduction that you do here is primarily just a way to deliver a whole bunch of jokes. I mean, they're always a little humorous because it's like, haha, let's see how wacky, Sholmes's original ideas are before we fix them. But here they're like really out of whack. And all the stuff that you're seeing the whole time is also very silly, with like the juror from game one just laying there in the middle.
That was funny. That was very funny.
Of the curtain, like when they pull it back, he's just kind of laying there on the floor, knocked out.
That's smart reuse of models.
Yes, and then then you rotating the camera and realizing that one of the wax models does not have an entire arm.
Mm-hmm. And
So,
that the
yeah, no,
person
there's
who we thought
some
was a
goofy
wax
shit.
model was in fact a real human being that was asleep.
Yeah,
That one was real obvious, though.
Yeah. I mean, why were they posed like that? The wax Digi and the sleeping guy. It looked like that one Batman cover where Mr. Freeze is gonna kill Batman.
I don't know. They didn't really have much of an explanation for that one.
Yeah, it was strange.
But yeah, we get our slight lore dump about the professor and his killings and how that relates to Van Zieks and that kind of thing. 10 years ago.
Oh yeah, we had to find out about Van Ziek's tragic backstory because the Hairbrain was like, I don't know, he wasn't like this back then. He was a League of Legends fan or some shit like that.
Well, hey, whoa.
What? You don't think Van Zieks would be a League of Legends fan?
I don't think he's ever touched a video game in his life.
I think that if he was in the modern day, that's probably correct, actually. I don't know.
Yeah, no, he would be like one of those people who calls all video games Nintendos.
I just wanted to insult him in a way that I thought of off the dome, and that's what I had. That was like, I wrestled in my pocket, and that's the lens I found.
League of Legends player.
Yeah, League of Legends player.
Sorry.
I'm not.
Somebody's gonna think you like League of Legends.
No, I don't. I'll flat out say it. I don't like it. You can quote me on that.
Well, we head to court then.
Court.
Should I do our quick summary for the court?
Yeah.
Unless you had something you wanted to say before that.
No, I don't have anything to. I mean, I don't know. I don't have anything to say about this wax
I think we
figures.
got this. I
Yeah.
think we're
Yeah.
geniuses and we've solved the rest of the game.
I
So
think
let's
I
do
like
court.
all your theories.
The
Let's do
case
it.
is done. Like, as far as I'm concerned, like, what do we have to prove? We basically proved that another fucking guy did it. But yeah, let's get into it.
Yeah, the judges
You-
investigate more. Like
I was gonna
mm-mm.
say.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so fucking funny. Oh man, I'm so excited. Anyway, in the meantime, Ryunosuke arrives at court and it's a bit nervous because it's first time back in 6 months. Sholmes and Iris pull him aside so Albert can't hear and are like, you know this instant teleportation thing is totally impossible, right? Ryunosuke agrees that it does seem unlikely, and Sholmes goes back to being a wax statue. Then Iris tells Ryu, you're on your own, I have a surprise to prepare, and leaves.
We know what it is.
In the courtroom, we meet 6 brand new jurors. Surprisingly, Van Zieks' stance as the prosecution is that the teleportation is real and Albert intentionally murdered Assman. We get into several details about how the experiment went wrong, how an initial explosion tilted the beam upward, how Assman's body was indeed roughly found where they intended to teleport him to, but he kind of started a bit higher up and he was in the cage when he fell and all this other stuff. But it wasn't the fall that killed him, no. Van Zieks alleges that Albert stabbed Assman before he even teleported. This is a silly claim, but we have to disprove it nonetheless. After all that, Van Zieks wishes to summon several new witnesses, so we have a brief recess.
The witnesses are funny.
Yeah. In the lobby, Albert is annoyed at Ryunosuke. It sounds like his own defense attorney doesn't believe in his invention at all. He wants it to be proven real and the death accidental. That's his ideal scenario. If he gets off scot-free, that means his invention was fake, and he can't have that. Back in court, we meet Balthazar Loon, the owner and operator of several hot air balloons, Wilhelm Gottlieb Sigismund Ormstein, or simply Gotts.
German boy with lollipop.
Yeah, a young boy from the royal family
My
of
new
Bohemia.
favorite witness.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Favorite witness. A little German Cupid doll.
He's Bohemian.
Cupid doll.
And
I'm putting him in my collection.
And our third witness.
And our third witness, Gina, yes, is here
Inspector
as well.
Lestrade.
Inspector Lestrade, yes. So the three of them were all up in a hot air balloon and saw the experiment happen from the sky. But Gotts finally thankfully took a photo of the exact moment. It takes a moment to get there, but it seems that a hot air balloon exploded right next to them, and Ryunosuke points out a flaming arrow in the picture and shows off a crossbow that he found laying on the ground near the crime. Ryunosuke's theory is that Asmund had a body double on stage, and that the actual body was in the balloon that exploded, dropping the duplicate cage into the designated teleportation spot. Thus, Albert couldn't have stabbed him on stage. Albert tries to confess anyway, so his invention can be proven real, and when all seems lost, none other than Susato arrives to deliver Ryunosuke a Susato takedown. He gets his energy back and says, science and law are both about finding the truth. Everybody congratulates him for this, and Albert says, well, let's find the truth together then. Upon hearing this, he also goes, wait, I almost forgot. I saw a weirdo freak shoot a crossbow while all this was happening, and it was the guy I know, Enoch Drebber. He was the one who built my machine. Also, everyone on the jury fucking hates this Drebber guy.
So
well,
funny.
That seems pretty important, so I guess we'll wrap up court and investigate some more then.
So wait, obviously Drebber did it, right?
I guess.
Everyone hates him.
I love the magician witness too. Oh my god, his animations are so cute.
So we have 6 witnesses. One of them I can only describe as a British person. The second one is a woman.
Yeah.
The second
Sorry.
No, that's fine.
Sorry.
The second one is a woman who straight up looks lost. I don't know if she knows where she is.
That's okay. She can.
I agree.
Stay with me, I guess.
Yeah, shaking your hand. I'll protect you, lady. Ma'am, was this jury bothering you?
Yeah, me.
There is a magician, which is insane. Yep. There is a man of science next to him, which is funny as hell. There is a
Benjamin Franklin looking ass.
There is a little girl eating a cob of corn. What?
I'm sure that's fine.
Yeah.
What?
An actual child just eating her corn.
That's
so
the weirdest jury member.
She makes cash register noises like a fucking Looney Tunes character when she's eating her corn.
I flat out don't know who the 6th jury member is, because I got caught on the 5th one. Who's the 6th one again?
It's a
the
cop.
guy from the
the sleeping cop from the Wax Museum. Yeah, we know him.
Yeah.
What's up with the little girl, bro? Why is she here?
Picking people off the street at random, that's just how it works.
Bro, she's hungry.
She was too close to the courthouse when they were picking.
Why is this fucking Peanuts character here?
They literally do seem to just choose people who are in the area when the crime happens, and I do mean immediately in the area.
Yeah, they're
oh, you were crossing the street while this crime happens. Guess what? You're on the jury. You didn't see anything, but you were here.
I forgot to talk about something that actually did talk to my note on the Wax Museum bit. So the old officer, he was wearing a 3-pound scarf. That scarf looks exactly like the scarf that was between the 2 lovers from the previous game. Did they get a divorce? Is everything okay? Because if he sold the scarf, I don't think everything's all right.
It is, yeah, I don't know. It's funny because this is noted on the Wikipedia page.
Yeah.
On the Ace Attorney Wikipedia page.
So, like, are they
and
good?
They have a note about it, and they're like, damn, it looks exactly like that scarf. And Rinosuke even mentions it. He's like, oh,
I've seen that scarf
familiar.
before.
But then, yeah, it's never explained.
Yo,
So,
I don't think they're doing
you
so
know?
hot. I think the lovey-dovey star-crossed idiots are in trouble. Which is funny to me.
Oh, but he loved her terrible sense of direction.
Oh my god. Yeah, you know what? She directed herself to a fucking divorce lawyer.
I
Uh,
I just have a bit where I like characters with no sense of direction, so
no, I know this about you. That is true.
yeah.
Um,
If I had a nickel for every time it happened,
That's
I would
why
have
you're
2
friends with
nickels.
Dessy.
wait, Dusty,
That's true. You also have a terrible sense of direction.
we literally talked about this the last time these two
We
came
did
up.
talk
I
about
now
this.
remember. Holy shit.
Oh,
Yeah, she's being completely silent, though. She's not.
I'm gonna
admitting
go lie
anything.
down.
No, we can't lie
It's
down.
been a good podcast, everybody.
It's not over yet. You gotta come back. Real quick, we gotta talk more about this case. Let's talk about the little bohemian boy.
I'm putting him in my collection.
What? Little bohemian boy, watch out! An explosion!
He's so
Yeah.
fucking fun. The part where he's like, "Oh, I'm very rich,"
I'm very
and then like
rich.
a few minutes later, he buys another balloon. And he's like, "I'm still very rich."
I'm still very
Yeah.
rich.
This has not affected me financially in any way.
We laughed so hard.
Let's talk about this witness because he somehow stole my heart. He is a little bohemian prince who escaped from his kindergarten field trip to watch the Great Exhibition, or something like that.
Yes.
Next to him is Balthazar Loon, the guy who handles the hot air balloons, because for some reason this case really focuses around that.
Well, also to go back to the Bohemian Boy for a moment, you might have neglected to mention. Also, he's wearing a mask so he can hide his identity.
Yeah, he's like the Char of this fucking game. He's gonna pilot a mech and
Yeah.
fight around this guy. He's a fucking new type.
You mean Quattro Vegeta?
The
Quattro
red comet. My balloon painted red.
by balloon. Balthazar Loon is the hot air balloon guy, and every time they get into a fight, they get really mean on each other, and then he goes, "If you insult me, this is à la war." And I'm like, whoa, kid, chill. He's kind of funny. I kind of love this little guy. He's got funny energy. This kid's funny. Get him a cookie.
When he
Yeah.
cries, there's like an umlaut over the U.
Bro.
Yeah. It's a really good bit as
A
well.
little German joke.
Little German.
An umlaut is just a colon that got drunk and fell over.
He
That's not my joke. Rest in peace, Peter Kubak.
I don't know who that is, but rest in peace.
That's okay. He's not real. That's
Oh,
the point.
perfect.
Peter Kubak is a fake composer by the created by the oh gosh, it's Peter Schick, right?
Peter Schilling?
And bleep this out if I'm wrong.
Okay.
Sure.
Are you looking something up, or?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
You want me to
Yeah.
vamp? Well,
Yeah.
we'll go for it and you can circle back. Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right, sounds good.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to go back.
Yeah.
All right, sweet.
So,
No, it
But
is
yes.
him though. I'm right.
okay.
I'm
Rest
very
in peace, King.
I'm very thankful for this part of the court. We did not have to do a summation examination.
I was gonna say after y'all were complaining last time, didn't have any this time.
I'm glad.
And in fact,
It's
there's
not that
this
I don't
even the
like
bit
them. It's just
Well-
there's too many.
right. And what I kind of like is that there is this bit where Ryunosuke actually kind of heads it off right before it's about to happen. Right.
Yeah.
There's a bit where the jury's all starting to turn on him, and he's like, "Wait! I want to talk about something else first," you know. And he kind of prevents it right before before they all unify in feeling negative about this about his defendant. So, but yeah, you get a bunch of like back and forth between Gina and Balthazar and our little Bohemian prince. I actually forgot to ask earlier, briefly, when we have Hairbrain on the stand.
Mhm.
Did anybody happen to pursue him when he didn't have an exclamation point on over him?
No.
No,
Okay.
absolutely not.
No, that's fine. That's fine. You would get a unique animation if you do, because if you pursue him during that and be like, "Hey, Hairbrain, what's up?" He will be just like drawing away on his pad like crazy. He'll rip a sheet of paper off of it and then consume it.
Oh my
just
god!
Oh, he'll just eat it.
He'll just eat it right there and go like, "I don't have anything to say."
Oh my god, the bloodline is strong.
Yeah, so you get a little bit of
The shields or whatever.
Raymond Shields. Yes, I
Raymond-
started because my
Or
brain
whatever
started
his
to do
his actual
Translated name
Capcom
is?
name is now.
Eddie.
Yeah, Ray.
Fender.
Uncle Ray.
Eddie Fender, right?
Eddie Fender is his new name. Yeah, I started
Yeah,
to do
that's
the.
fine.
I started to call him the new name, and then my brain had to like remember the old name because that's what we all know him by. And yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would
So-
not have known who you were talking about.
you get a little bit of that with him just chewing the paper up, and it is apparently that's the only place where you can ever see that animation play. So I made sure to put that at least in the Let's Play for posterity's
cute, that's
sake.
cute.
But I was curious if anybody else had happened to bump into it.
No, why would I do that? I'm not doing any work that I have to.
It's fair.
What
it's
the
fair.
fuck? I'm a fucking lawyer here. Why am I giving myself side quests?
Well,
No, I
listen,
get
the
it.
first part was like 2 hours long. Like we had to go.
Yeah. So we proved that they think transportation happened. We proved that. Sorry, I started yawning.
It did not. We proved that it. Well, that's the thing. Is it? Yeah, we're like, no, this did not happen.
Flat out, Barth
And the whole-
Pollock and Iris goes, whatever his theory is, I read it. What the fuck is this guy cooking, bro? Like,
It's not happening.
this guy's a professor? Are you kidding me? Plus, his name is Hairbrain, and Iris has been calling him Bunny Brain, and Iris goes, I have.
That's because she's fucking savage.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's like, and I'm gonna keep doing it.
When we're in the wax museum too, she's like, Hurley told me not to bring you here, and then I did, and then she like kicks him in the stomach.
Dude, oh my god, that's the fucking funniest bit where she's like, trust me, this
I
is
was
the wax
thinking of
ninja.
you.
I
Watch.
forget about that.
And then she does like a fucking Shigoku Satsu and fucking does a cross combo on him.
Yeah.
I would love it if Iris is the one who's actually trained in martial arts and actually just fucking eviscerated Hurley right then and there.
I mean, in the books, Watson is it's stated that that Sherlock Holmes is like, oh, he's like a pretty good boxer, you know, yada yada. But like, Watson's breaking down the doors. Watson has a gun. Watson is the guy who's gonna grab the suspect and like throw him on the floor. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
he is ex-military. Like, he's pretty strong.
He's sick.
He's got the
Yeah,
guts.
I love Dr. Watson. I'm an enjoyer.
I just love the idea of fucking Sherlock Holmes getting fucking his ass beat at the wax museum like it's a Street Fighter 2 level.
Meet me at the Wax Museum in the next 20 minutes if you want an ass kick.
Yeah, exactly.
That is kind of what Iris did, so I'm down.
Joke source,
anyway.
no one that matters.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're immediately suspect of Albert's invention, and to prove him innocent, we really do need to prove that it was not doing what he thinks it did. And that's what Van Zieks is trying to prove. And Albert keeps getting annoyed at us the whole time because we keep going like, well, but it didn't. Maybe it didn't actually teleport it. Maybe it just, there's a guy in a balloon. And he's like, what are you talking about? My teleportation thing is obviously it teleported the guy over there, of course. And yeah, he tries to admit to stabbing him with his trusty screwdriver, which has a handle in the shape of an A.
Insane.
For what? For Andrew? Was that his name? The name that he gave it? Andrew.
Are all his tools?
Albert or some shit.
Yeah. Are all his tools with an A because he's Albert? And
It's
then,
Andrew because it reminds me of my dad.
Did you just dox your dad on the internet?
Yeah, my dad, Andrew.
A perfectly normal name for a person to have.
You just want to catch me doing
I'm
that.
going to dox him even more by saying he actually goes by Andy.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Jesus.
Truly narrows it down.
Yeah, that could be. Now everyone knows his home address.
Okay, I didn't think that I'd get like reverse comboed on this, but all right, sounds good.
I'm sorry, I'm evil Rose today, I guess.
No, Rose, I shaking your hand. You're exactly how you normally are.
Rose
I don't
is
know
so
if that
normal
makes
right
me feel
now.
better.
Rose, you're my friend and I care about
Things
this.
you say to people who are absolutely normal. You're so normal right now.
You're so normal right now.
Oh, I do say that at work all the time. I'm like, I'm super normal.
Yeah.
I'm really, really regular right now.
Yeah, check it out. My entire Pokemon team,
Regular
all
normal
normal
is a
types.
setting on the dryer.
Oh my god, where'd you get that? A fucking Hot Topic shirt?
Hell yeah.
No, I think about that because my washer actually does say it has 2 settings on it, regular and normal. So if you want to do a normal ass load, you got to set it to regular/normal.
What the fuck, really?
It's the most bizarre menu I've ever seen in my life.
My pronouns are regular, normal.
Yeah, so every time I do a load of laundry, I'm like, I'm going to go do a regular, normal load of laundry.
I have nothing to say. Y'all have cursed machines. I just have a regular.
I mean, I won't. Yeah, it is a little cursed. I will fully admit to that.
I like.
So yeah. So
first of
go
all,
ahead. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I was just thinking about the fact that Van Zieks is kind of a moron because he believed in teleportation and therefore is an idiot. We got confirmed he's a moron, you know.
Well,
no, I think he's
it, or if he's just trying to prove it.
I don't know. Let him cook. Let him cook.
No, I think he's stupid. I think he's silly and stupid, and I think that he's dumb and smelly, and he's not quite good. He's not as good an attorney as I am, you know. And I think his best friend his apprentice is my best friend. I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna take him back.
take backsies.
Take backsies. I called 5s on it, so you know I gotta take it back.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it. Okay. Well, yeah. We kind of go through this whole process with the balloons, basically, because Balthazar insists that there were no green balloons in the air that day. All of his balloons are red and blue with a stripe.
The blue comet with the red stripes.
And then finally we see the picture, and it is black and white, so we cannot tell whether it's green or not, but it is a solid color. It doesn't have a stripe on it.
Mm-hmm.
And we do find the rubber from the balloon on the ground as well. I also did a little bit of research because when we were playing, we were confused whether it would have been possible for the balloon to explode this way.
It was filled with hydrogen for some reason.
Right. And we were like, do balloons actually, like, because we know about hydrogen blimps, right? You know, and that kind of thing, but were hot air balloons using hydrogen or a mixture of hydrogen at the time? And I did a little research because I was curious, and it does seem like there were types of hot air balloons that could have had a hydrogen mixture as part of their, you know, form of lift at this point. But it seems like they were on their way out. So this is maybe, again, with Ace Attorney and these games have been, they're kind of smushing a little bit of timelines together, right? You know, and here's the thing. They almost certainly wouldn't have had regular ass people just riding in them because people were still very conscious of how explosive hydrogen was even then. So I don't have like a full historical like breakdown of this, but it does seem like it was possible that there was hot air balloons with hydrogen in them. So it could have indeed happened like this with a balloon exploding. But yes, so this cage falls out of the balloon is the main theory that Ryunosuke proposes, and it would plummet down into the target zone, and that's where Odie crashes.
So, like, we don't care about this guy because he's supposed to be villainous.
His name is Ass Man.
Okay, here's the thing.
He's Odious Man.
His name is Odious Man, like he's from fucking Live Alive. Like,
he's stylish, I'll give him that.
So, like, his last name is supposed to be pronounced Asman, which, like, whatever, sure.
I'm not doing that.
Oh. At all?
No, I'm calling him Ass Man.
Oh, okay. If you say so, I'll believe you.
Thanks.
So, like, I just don't know what the fuck Van Zeke's game is here. Like, is he just doing his job, or is he trying to get us to, like, save his friend by, like, fucking reverse psychologying us into... Like, he's saying, I believe in teleportation just so us to go. Clearly that's not real. So, like, I don't know, he's got some game here, and I don't like playing it.
Be.
You think he's... There's two options.
I don't know if I think it, but it's possible.
I mean, it's not like prosecutors in the past have ever done stupid and convoluted plans just to try to get the defense attorney to help them out.
Mm-hmm.
Stupid and convoluted plans in my prosecutor department?
It's a lot of prosecutor
But
department.
I can neither confirm nor deny what Van Zeeks is doing. It is strange to see him say the words, "We believe that the teleportation device is real, Your Honor." And even the judge is like, okay, if you're sure.
The second he said that, I was like, all right, man, this is a really weird way to be supportive of your friend, but go on, I guess.
Yeah, that's the only reason he's doing it. He's just like to give Albert a good little thumbs up. Like, no, I believe you did it, buddy.
What do they talk about when they hang out? I just don't know what they do when they hang out. You know what I mean? Like,
well, it seems like they haven't hung out because he's like, oh, he knew him before the mysterious bad thing happened.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, like, they might not have anything in common anymore.
Yeah.
I guess we'll have to see.
A lot to see. We'll have to
Much
find
to
out
think about.
what their fucking deal is. We proved that, like, there is a man at the bottom holding a crossbow,
Yeah.
shooting a flaming bolt at a balloon.
Yeah. All takes is one picture.
Did no
Little
one
Bohemian Prince.
Did no one see?
With his camera.
No. Oh wait. No wait. So that was the whole point. Is that the reason nobody saw the arrow is because everyone was distracted by the explosion that happened on stage, and then the second explosion occurring. Got it.
And I mean, the magician guy is like, yeah, this is just misdirection. Like,
Which is why we have the magician guy on the jury at all in the first place, right?
real
yeah,
talk.
also it'll
Just so
look
that we can
cool.
have these conversations, right?
I feel like we haven't talked about my theory that magicians are like a separate like subspecies of human in a while.
Okay. You want to talk about it?
No, I feel like bringing it up again because it's my favorite like Yu-Gi-Oh theory, and I think it applies here still.
So you think this magician is a?
I don't think he's involved. I just think he's a random magician.
I thought it was him. I thought he did it for a little bit. I was gonna like, you know.
He's cute. His eyeliner's on point.
Yeah.
Has like a really cute series of animations. I love where he like is just letting the cards fall out of his hands continuously. I really enjoyed that one.
He also has a strange little bat theme as well. Like, he has a bow tie that's like in the shape of a bat. The back of his cards have like a bat symbol on it. So, like, is he a vampire?
Anyone could be a vampire.
Anyone?
Could be you. Could be me.
Me? Why would I be a
Could
vampire?
even be.
That's true. You probably wouldn't be.
Why can't I be a vampire?
Well, you could. It's just that in the past you've
When was
expressed
the last
a
time you
preference
entered
to be a different mythical
When was the last time you
creature.
entered someone's home without permission?
God, you know, I have been thinking recently about what it'd be like if I wasn't a werewolf but a vampire. I don't know, it's hard to think about. Like, there's two types of people, vampires and werewolves, and I'm like, I don't know which one I would be. You guys know?
Well, I know what you've told me in the past, but you have been known to change your mind occasionally, as listeners may be
By
aware.
occasionally mean all the time.
I'm multifaceted, and I believe Anthony Bourdain said, "Be confident, be arrogant, but be willing to change your opinion." So I'm arrogant. I'll fucking say whatever I think at the moment, and then next week I'll be like, but something else.
You know what? Since you're invoking Anthony Bourdain, I'm gonna let you get away with.
Yeah,
let you get away with it.
he's a saint.
I'd take him over a lot of other saints.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
I thought whenever people are quoting Saint Anthony, I thought that's what they meant.
They should be.
They should be.
Oh, hold on. I gotta rearrange my extremely Catholic worldview real quick. No, St. Anthony's real and I've met him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had a cooking show.
And also, he's my grandma's personal friend.
Yeah.
And that's why he came to see me. Anyways, he's real.
I think
the rest of them, fuck it.
Yeah. I think one thing I'll mention about like the whole like magician thing, because I don't think we've talked about it yet here on the podcast, is that Takumi has once talked about like one of his favorite books, one of his favorite mystery books that he likes is Awasaka Sumao's, I don't even know quite how to say this, Aichiro series, I think is how you say it, which is a detective and just detective mystery novel series that went for a bit, but the author Tsumao is also was also a magician as well as an author.
Sick.
Right? And so like once you know that like Takumi's favorite author was also a magician, and you know like how much Takumi loves magic acts and that kind of stuff, right? And magicians keep popping up in his work. Yeah, it's like, okay, yeah, the guy likes certain things, and it's always just going to crop up in his work, right? He's going to find a way to fit, the rules of magic and misdirection into his cases somehow, because that's just the kind of stuff he's constantly thinking about and fascinated with.
That's okay. Like, I'm down for that, though, because, like, I think that's fun. Like,
yeah.
Magic and misdirection
bad.
and con men and fake psychics, and that's fun stuff for mysteries. Like, that's good.
Exactly.
That's great.
Yes,
you know?
exactly. It gives you, not to use the term again, but misdirection, right? Because you're like, well, did this actually happen, or was it this, or was it that caused this, right?
Mm-hmm.
And funnily enough, Sumao's debut story is called the Flight DL2 incident, DL2 Goki Jiken.
Holy shit.
Which is where Takumi got the DL6 incident from in the original game, right? So he just kind of took the DL2 incident and changed the number and was like, I'll use that. So
sick.
That's where all that's it's always rattling around up there in his head. So yeah, so the magician is here on the jury so that we can have him start talking about misdirection. And once we reveal that Drebber was the engineer who built it, we now start sowing the seeds of, Albert might have designed this machine, but he is not the one who constructed it. And the person who constructed it may have built it differently than his specifications,
Mm-hmm.
And so, the other scientist who's on the jury is also, of course, like, well, yeah, this Drebber guy, he's a fraudster, he steals people's money and he does fake science, he's a trick, does trickery and that kind of stuff. So again, looking at this machine now from that perspective, now you're thinking, okay, well, where's the trick,
Mm-hmm.
So,
and it turned out to be as simple as body doubling as talked to by the magician.
right.
It's so sick when the jury is testifying for
man.
us.
And we've been talking about the wax museum as well, so like all the pieces are on the board here,
There's options.
I
remember those bunny girls who were twins?
I never forgot.
I didn't forget either.
Sick.
Mm-hmm.
Here we all are.
Yep. All right. Well, we kind of then the judge says, hey, go investigate some more. Find this Drebber guy. Track him down.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we're going to do, I suppose. Did anybody else have any other thoughts on this case before we wrap up?
No, not really.
I mean, I guess Sasato's back. We haven't talked about that
true.
at all.
Yeah, that is true. Susato shows up. She does a Susato toss immediately. That's true. We didn't really even talk about the return of the great departed soul.
Yeah, it's her. She's back. I missed her.
Is she the departed soul?
She did leave us.
We've only gotten through half the case.
Great.
So.
Yeah, I'm just saying whose soul is in the case name.
Mm-hmm.
Is it mine?
Mm-hmm.
Is it Iris?
Mm-hmm.
Des, do you know?
I do know.
Des knows.
I know.
You know?
I do.
And
Des knows?
Des is keeping secrets from us.
And we've never, ever
We
had any
specifically
double entendres
requested
in
it.
any of these case titles yet.
Do you think? Oh my god! Do you think the soles of his feet are gonna leave us? He's gonna lose his shoes.
That would be so sad. Please keep your shoes on.
Yeah, you could get tetanus.
Yeah.
especially when you're walking around London then.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's the perfect time for tetanus.
So yeah, no,
They don't
Sasato's
have a
back,
shop for
and
it yet.
it's revealed to us that Iris's secret is that what she did is she kept Sasato's letter to us that said she's on her way back.
I
She
think,
hid it.
Iris, I know you're 10, but, like, next time don't do that.
We're gonna have a talking to her later, but I'm really afraid she's gonna like break down and cry. I can't handle that.
She has a gun. She'll be fine.
I just know, but like, remember when she was really hungry and Herlock has to pay for the food?
She pays for the food.
Remember?
Ah!
That
No,
happened.
I've forgotten everything that's ever happened to me.
Okay, well, let me
Yeah,
remind
I've
you.
forgotten this entire case. We should start that whole episode over again.
God, no, this is actually kind of a crazy recording.
This was a really long episode, but it was also like a really long part 1.
True.
Yeah,
True. God, yeah. God.
but yeah, Sasato's back.
Sato's
We got
back.
her again.
I'm glad she's here. I love her theme. She's my best friend. We're gonna.
Yeah, we get her objection theme playing again when she tosses
She's
us.
my best friend. I think maybe if it would be okay if she and Ryunosuke held hands.
You think it'd be okay if her and
I
Ryunosuke
think-
held hands?
I think maybe they should have held hands a little bit.
Are you, Rose? Are you shipping these two right now?
I'm not quite there, but I think maybe it would be nice if they did hold hands.
Okay, I'll think about this for later.
We can
Put that in your
discuss it.
pocket.
I have a photo saved on my desktop that's just like it's that one painting of like all the Greek philosophers, or it's like the Forum at Athens, and
Mhm.
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
it's titled Rose and Tiago talking about Ace Attorney ships.jpg. And I just have that on my desktop right now.
Honestly,
Yeah.
true. Based.
It
Make
is
that our new
extremely
Blue
based.
Sky banner profile image.
Oh no, sorry, it's me and Tiago talking about Ace Attorney ships. Sorry.
Oh,
well.
sorry. This is only.
Close enough.
This is the
Close
newcomer corner where we ship. I didn't think you guys would leave me hanging on that. My bad.
You
we
didn't
ship,
finish your sentence.
I didn't have anything else to say. That was the
Listen.
end.
Oh, okay. Just where we ship. Period.
We ship.
Yeah,
Well, listen,
We
we'll
ship.
have that for the Patreon, I guess.
I got some sick ideas.
I'm not actually suggesting that.
Okay, understood. We're not suggesting that.
It's just me and Tiago discussing Bobby assignment.
Bobby and Simon. There's the toxic thruple of Never mind. I don't want to keep going with this bit.
We could talk about save it for the Patreon.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good.
Okay, we got this.
All
I
right.
feel like we already made predictions for Rose's case, which is I think
Yeah, I was
that
gonna say
Gripper
your
did it.
predictions were pretty extensive.
Yeah,
We had to leave Jack the Ripper behind, so we both made some really crazy predictions really early on.
and they're mostly focused on our friend Cosmo, who's alive, and I'm going to fist fight if it's straight up him.
He's definitely dead, but
I think he faked his death. I think he straight up
I
just
think
pretended.
they're trying to make me think he faked his death.
Isn't that the most Herlock thing possible? Someone faking their death and no explanation on how they did it?
Yeah, I mean, he does explain it later, but
It's bullshit.
it's just kind of a bummer.
Yeah, it's gonna be a bummer no matter what it is.
Well, we'll have plenty to talk about next time then. When we continue when we finish the rest of this case. So
Oh,
you can
departed
keep up-
soul. Do you think it's Cosmo coming back? I think he is actually being spirit channeled. Okay, sorry. Keep going.
You're
Takes
taking
the
soul
steering
part very
wheel back.
literally. Yeah.
We gotta stop the podcast. We gotta stop.
It's fine. You can keep up with the show via our website, updatedautopsy.report, which has all of our links to all of our socials and all the Let's Plays that Dessy and I do. You can also go directly to those Let's Plays at youtube.com/@Yotsuben, which also has other videos of us playing other video games sometimes too.
I got a new computer. I can get Monster Hunter now.
Wow! Congratulations.
It's not out yet, but yeah.
You can follow me on all social media at Yotsubent. Dessy, where can people find you?
Blue Sky, if you look really hard. Somebody found me.
And Tiago?
You can find me on Blue Sky as Tiago S. Dutra. I don't really hide myself. I don't know if I should be pulling my full government on the internet now that I think about it, but what should I think about? I mean, it's already there, and I'm like a software engineer, so like I'm probably have to do it eventually.
The government already knows.
Well, yeah, but
That's
now
the
it's on
thing.
social
Nothing
media.
is hidden
I'm not going
anymore.
through and editing all the podcasts to remove you saying Tiago S. Dutra.
I
From 70 some
God, no, I would
episodes.
never ask you to do that. I know I've
Too
made some
late.
ridiculous.
There's a whole
Guess you gotta go
Wait,
change
how
your
many of
you
you are
gotta go
there?
legally change your name.
Yeah.
rip.
I think that I don't know. I just was just like, whatever. It's fine. I already put my government out there. Yeah, it's Tiago S. Dutra on Blue Sky, and also it's not gonna be on Twitter anymore. Fuck that place.
Yeah. And Rose.
You can find me at Rose Nonsense on various social media websites, including Blue Sky, where you can look at my art of my OCs, but actually don't buy my art right now because it's December and I got a lot of Christmas paintings to do.
No, instead of buying your
So
art,
just wait until New Year's. New Year's gifts are hot. It's in.
Queue is full.
My queue is full of like, I gotta paint a mermaid for my grandma.
I think you should just post your Venmo in your fucking Blue Sky bio and be like, pay me.
Don't go to art school because for the rest of your life, everyone in your entire family is gonna expect a full ass painting for every goddamn holiday.
Right.
I want to post my Venmo on my Blue Sky.
It's like how sometimes I'll just get people being like, hey, you do graphic design, right? Can you just do me a logo real quick?
Yeah, no, fuck you. But it's like, for this you can't be like, no, fuck you, pay me. It's like,
Yeah, Grandma, come on, cough up the goods, Grandma.
I've been drawing Grandma a mermaid every year since I was in middle school. It's just that I went to art school and now it's got to be a whole painting.
Damn.
Oh, Rose, the gag gift swap. She always does a painting. Haha, I can't wait to get Rose for my gag gift. Ah!
I feel like I'm watching you have
Wow.
your like witness breakdown right now.
I am. I'm actually
Yeah,
having
yeah.
my witness breakdown. That's also where you can find me, is having my witness stand breakdown at work. You can see me live if you can figure out where I work.
Also,
Good luck,
I'll put some-
assholes.
Oh, okay, never mind. Shit, holy cow!
that really is the witness breakdown, pointing at the screen in 3D. Good luck,
If you-
assholes! If you
if
can
you're a
find
I love
me.
our
customer-
listeners.
Get out of my house.
Why are you having
I'm
like
so
a
sorry.
Columbo villain breakdown right now?
I will. One of these days it's gonna happen. It's gonna be on the
Oh.
news.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Evidence is everything.
Local
Go
podcaster Rose
Yeah,
has been arrested for
podcaster. That's what they're gonna
clobbering
call me.
for clobbering a customer, and I do mean clobbering. That's the legal
my
term.
God.
That was her
Yeah,
actual.
yeah.
That's written on the autopsy report. Death by clobbering.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for listening, folks. We hope that you would rate and review us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcast platform, because it really, truly does help. Next time, we will be playing the second half of The Return of the Great Departed Soul. See you next time.
Bye.
Goodbye. I'll be normal next time, I promise.
I'm gonna 1v1 Cosmo if he's alive. I swear to fucking God. I swear.
Get his ass.
Oh, like, my hate is gonna switch from Hurley to Cosmo.
I thought we were good. Now we like Hurley.
Oh yeah,
again.
you're right. It went from Hurley to Van Zeeks, and if Cosmo's alive, he's gonna draw my aggro.
Mhm.
At least your
All right,
aggro's
we'll
easy
find out.
to draw.
Yeah, I'm really good. I think I'm a really good enemy in an MMO. My aggro is really easy to draw. I have decent drops.
Yeah. I'll throw this
I-
decoy
that
over here.
That's one thing I do think about you, Tiago, my good friend. Oh man, his aggro's really easy to draw. Oh, no one's ever said that
Oh,
sentence
man.
before.
6 sentences,
What a
bro.
beautiful sentence to say about
Oh,
a good friend.
video games are poison. You know what? My coworker came up with a really fun idea a little while ago. We should all get a dozen eggs.
Okay.
Every single one of the reps. We all get a dozen eggs in a carton at the beginning of the day.
Okay.
And then throughout the day, we can throw those eggs at the guests. Now...
I have follow-up questions about the eggs.
Okay. Hold on. Let me finish. Then I'll take follow-up questions about the carton of eggs.
Okay.
So we can all throw those eggs at whoever we choose to throw them at, the guests.
Mhm.
So if somebody is being awful, egg.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody's being awful to my other coworker, multiple of us can egg the same guest.
Mm-hmm.
And so that
Right.
as the day goes on, the danger of being rude increases because we're reaching the end of the day, right? And I got a lot of eggs in my carton.
Okay.
So you should be extra nice.
Sure.
Because if you're mean, I'm going to decide, you know what, I'm going to throw 3 eggs at you.
That...
Although at a certain point, the difference between, like, 2 or 3 eggs and, like, 10 eggs, like, what's the difference, you know?
There is a certain egg threshold, but
Yeah.
no,
But
so
it's about the message.
yeah, it's about sending a message. Yeah,
I have a question.
yeah. Sorry, Tiago
Uh-huh.
had the question first. Go ahead.
Do the eggs roll over, or is it like a use them and lose them
don't-
situation?
I don't think they should roll over.
I think they should roll over so that I can pack a minigun.
I mean,
Okay.
I don't know if you ever seen an egg. They kind of do just
Shut
roll
up.
over.
Shut up, Ben.
That's dorky. That's dorky. Dorkiest joke I've heard in a little bit.
Anyways, that
Why do we
was
have
Alex's
eggs, Master
idea. Thank you,
Bruce?
Alex. You're out there somewhere.
So I can get back up again.
So we can throw them at customers.
This gun fires 364 eggs per second.
Uh-huh.
It costs me several egg farms just to fire this gun for 10 minutes.
I have a specific. I built like a fucking Minecraft Rube Goldberg machine to farm my eggs.
Yeah, some kind of redstone contraption. That's
Yeah.
It's very
Now,
Looney
can you
Tunes.
hard boil them for an extra point of damage?
No, I want them to be very wet.
You want them to be wet. I understand. Yeah, it's if they're wet, I guess that's damage over time as opposed
Yeah, I'm
to
not-
damage
I'm
on
not
hit.
trying to physically harm the visitors.
Correct.
I
Yes,
just want
this is
them
true.
to be afraid that I will throw an egg at them.
Yeah.
Can
you
I
want
rot
them-
the eggs?
Can we rotten the eggs? Maybe we should have a special reserve of rotten eggs.
I would like the worst eggs possible. I want
Because
my...
I have definitely had some customers where I'm like, I need the worst eggs.
I want to give them status conditions.
Yeah, I want you to get hit and the
Frenzy.
poisoned bar from Dark Souls pops up over top their head.
I have given a visitor a status
Oh,
condition
poison plus
before.
Yeah. Literally.
She's like, I came all the way up here to see the show. I'm from New York.
Walk
And
up
I'm
those
like, the
steps right
tickets
now.
are sold out. It's my birthday. And I'm like, bitch, why didn't you... She's like crying on the front steps next to the sign that's sold out. Ben, bleep that out.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
And I'm like, girl, it's your birthday. Why didn't you buy tickets like yesterday?
Please,
There were
plan in
tickets
advance.
Yesterday.
Advance
Oh my
anything.
god, bad.
Oh, I drove here from New York City. Fuck you.
Yeah. Oh
I
my
think
God.
a smarter decision would be to plan that shit in advance. I'm
I
watching
can't imagine-
Rose actively get like a frenzy meter above her head every time she
Yeah.
I'm
walks
so
in.
sorry. It's been a really rough weekend at this funny factory today.
I
Yeah.
can't imagine going somewhere that is more than 2 hours away from me without at least having some semblance of a plan. Even
Some
if it's
kind
just,
of plan.
I'm going here, I'm going to buy a ticket for this thing.
Let me
even
look on the website and see
Are
what
they
the deal
open?
is.
Let me just check if they're open on Sundays.
Yes!
Yeah, honestly,
Let me
just
check
to,
that. As somebody who just went to fucking Disney, right? I'm just like, I had
You
that
showed
shit
to
planned out.
Disneyland and
Just walk up to the front gate and be like, I don't know, can I get one of everything, please? What?
Go to the gate and like Donald Duck is there and he's like, you can't come in.
You can never go home.
You can never go
That's
home.
not Donald Duck.
Wow.
The thing that they have, I'll just use this as a moment to talk about this because I don't know where else I would ever talk about this on the internet.
Vent.
Okay.
Go off.
Is park hopper tickets.
What?
Do you know what these are, right?
No.
Isn't that
So
that
park
bitch from
hopper
Stranger
tickets-
Things?
Park hopper tickets are when if you go to a Disney park, right, where they have multiple parks all in one place, right? Like, oh, they got, Magic Kingdom, they got Hollywood Studios, they got Animal Kingdom, they got Epcot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what you could do is you could buy a park hopper ticket. And what that does is if you want to, you can go to Magic Kingdom in the morning and then Epcot in the afternoon or something like that.
Okay.
Now, if you're on site, like you're staying at the resorts, I think that might make some more sense. But for anybody else, you're doing one park a day and you're trying to cram in as much of that park as possible in one day. Like, what are you going to do? Go ride 3 rides and then go, well, now I'm going to spend 2 hours transferring to another park between getting on the,
Yeah, those are
metro
far
line
apart, right?
and waiting in line and then checking in at the other place, like doing this whole thing. And, all that, it just seems strange to me. I'm sure that there are like legitimate reasons for why you would want this. But to me, it was just like, why would I pay an extra $50 to $75 per ticket to just be able to also go to another park that same day?
I have a follow-up question.
Sure.
Uh-huh.
What? So they're literally like hours apart? Like you have to travel?
Well, they're all in the same rough area, right? But like
Mhm.
you still have to walk out of the current park, get like, and some these parks have like, you got to get on a tram to go back out to either the parking lot or to wherever the monorail is. And the monorail goes between all the parks, right? Disney has like a monorail that connects all these parks together. So then you ride the monorail and that takes 10, 15 minutes, to get you from one park to the other or something like that. And then you get off, so you're still spending like, I don't know, at least at the bare minimum, it feels like 45 minutes to an hour transferring between a park,
Mhm.
I never timed it. We didn't take the monorail between parks. Like I said, we just did one park a day. And we didn't do all the parks because who the fuck has that kind of money?
Not me.
I only ever been to Epcot once, and it did take me all day.
Yeah.
And I'm not
We did
fucking
Epcot
going.
And Hollywood Studios, because obviously Hollywood Studios has Star Wars. So, but yeah, it's just
My dad said we couldn't afford that, and he was like, "I can sell your sister," and I was like, "Please." Well, let's think about it. My
Yeah.
mom said no.
I will say I was glad we did get to go see Muppet Vision 3D,
Hell
which
yeah.
is being shut down now.
Oh,
So
Boo.
say farewell
Yeah,
to
fucking boo.
Muppet Vision.
dude, they're putting Kermit out back with a gun?
Yeah, I guess.
I
I
wouldn't
mean,
try
they're-
that,
Said
but
the
Piggy would get
same
you.
thing.
Miss
apparently
Piggy's not there.
they're-
She's like in New York or something. I don't know.
What is it? Aerosmith Rock and Rolla coaster is getting turned into a Muppets coaster now. So the Muppets aren't being entirely removed from the park. They're just kind of
The
they're
Muppets coaster is kind of fun.
yeah, they're
Why is
transition.
this-
Because it's the electric. What's it? The Mayhem. Electric Mayhem. Is the band, right? So they're gonna
Mhm.
kind of
Yeah,
take over
Dr.
as
Teeth and the Electric Mayhem.
yeah, Dr. Teeth. Right. Yeah, they're gonna take over that roller coaster apparently in the theming. But the tracks, I guess, and everything, that's all gonna stay the same, right? It's just gonna be like new skin on top of it. But yeah, I don't know.
Roller
It's weird.
skin.
Yeah,
I have a question.
yeah, they went into Fortnite and spent $20
Yeah,
on the
well,
on the
Tiago's
Muppet
a follow-up
skin.
question.
Yes,
Why does
Tiago.
this sound like the plot to a Muppet movie?
I know, right?
Yeah, like this sounds
Guys, we
like
gotta save Muppet Vision 3D. We gotta put on one more show.
we gotta put on
It was
one
the
more.
last
show.
thing Jim
show.
Henson ever worked on before he died. Like, we can't just let it disappear. Come on,
Wait, that's
guys.
actually really sad.
Yeah, no, it's true, actually. Yeah.
We can't do
Disney
that.
said
We
we don't
can't.
fucking
Disney
care.
Disney did say something along the lines of we're going to preserve it in some way, but who the fuck knows what that means?
Yeah, I
Which
don't
means they're
trust
not
those
going
bastards.
to.
Does that mean they're gonna like freeze it in place?
It probably means that what they're going to do is put it on Disney Plus so you can watch it whenever you want.
Boo. Well,
Mm.
You know.
I guess not Boo if you have Disney Plus.
Also, they have that entire Star Wars launch bay, which was so empty. It was like I was walking through the back rooms, and it's just gray instead of, beige and and off-white. But they've got that whole empty Star Wars like area that they don't use now that they have Galaxy's Edge. So why not just move the Muppet shit over there? I don't know. Maybe it doesn't make any sense, but anyway, is that enough warm up for you?
Yeah, let me go downstairs and make sure all the doors are closed so that we can start recording.
I got to talk about my eggs idea.
Yeah.
Which is not mine. Again, a TM my coworker. Who, at least one of them has found the podcast, so. Which was, if you want horror, if you want to experience horror, walk into the cafeteria and your coworker's like, so you didn't like the BBC Sherlock? And I'm like, oh, fuck.
Now you know my secrets.
I thought I was like, actually, no, you know what? I didn't like it.
Oh, man. now
I liked the first episode, and unfortunately, there's a lot more than just one episode.
Right. That's the thing about TV shows. It's like sometimes there's multiple episodes. It's crazy.
Yeah. You have a really fun pilot, and you go, wow, this is really fun. Oh, that was all of your good ideas. I see. All of them, huh? You didn't have any other ones? What do you mean a boomerang? Fuck you. Ah.
I never watched that show, right? But I just experienced all the various GIFs and video clips that people would share because I was on Tumblr, right, when that was big. So I got to see all that shit and like seeing like the numbers and diagrams flying past Cumberbatch's head, and stuff like that.
That part made me laugh though. That was good.
And I'm just like, what is going on in this show? And of course, as a designer, like the whole time, I'm just recognizing like that's a really shitty font for your flying text. Like it looks really cheap. Could you at least use something better?
Have a better font in his mind palace.
Right. Come on.
Guy who worries about what font is in his mind palace.
That's me.
Yeah, that's actually a very funny character.
Moving my keys. I'm making sure I have my life put together. Funky's wallet.
I have a new one for work. Now it's like water bottle, drawer, and radio.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because I forget my radio. I'll forget my radio anywhere.
You'll forget your radio anywhere?
Yeah.
Anywhere.
Alright,
anywhere.
Close the door.
I walked outside with it once, and I was like, shit.
You ready? All right, let's time.is